All right, it's time to go on to the algebra parts of these. The first question is here to ask you to rewrite this exponential form into logarithmic form. And every question on here, my questions are just going to start with what is the base? Because you need to know what the base is in every single question, because whatever base it is the base you'll use. So in this first question, it says 100 to the 1/2 equals 10. And I would ask you, what is the base? Because the base in this point is 100. This is the exponent, and this is its base, 100. So the base is 100, which means we are going to use the number 100. Since this is already exponential and we want log, you're going to take log base 100 of both sides. So the base is 100, we'll use the base 100. What happens then is, since these bases match, they can cross out. So the log 100 and the 100 cross out, and you get 1/2. And over here, this just says log base 100 of 10. And that's it. That is the complete answer. This only asks you to rewrite it, and that is rewritten. So once again, the base was 100, we took base 100. Then that canceled, so we ended up with 1/2, and here you just write down what you wrote. Number 11, what is the base? The base is 9. So we will take log base 9 of both sides. That way the log 9 and the 9 cancel, and you end up with just the y. And this says log base 9 of x. And that is now rewritten. Number 12, what is the base? The base is 2. So what base will I use? A 2. This time, though, you're not going to log 2 because it's already a log. You're going to exponentiate, which I'm going to write down because I love that word, exponentiate. It just sounds so good. Exponentiate. Boom, exponentiate. Which is on the bottom left side of each side, you draw a 2. Because the base is 2, you draw a 2. That way, these things are now both exponents. You know, exponent, exponentiate. Because those are now exponents, you can say that the base of the exponent is 2 and the base of the log is 2. So since these bases match, they cancel. And all you have left is this 16. And this says 2 to the 4th power. And that is your answer. It is rewritten, which is what it is asking for. 13, what is the base? It is a. So what base will we use? A. So you exponentiate both sides with an a, and those will cancel, and you only have c left, and this says a to the 3rd. Boom. Okay, that is rewriting. Moving on to this next part where it says find the following values. I'm still going to ask the same questions every single time. What is the base of number 14? 14. What is the base of number 14? And the answer is 4. That means you need to use a base of 4. Now, you're not going to exponentiate because there is no equal sign. There's no other side. You can't exponentiate. But you need to see that this is a 4, so this 16 needs to be a 4. So you have to think, if this is log base 4 of 4 to the something, you have to think about what that something is. 4 to what power is 16? So hopefully you know that 4 to some power is 16. That is going to be squared. 4 squared is 16. So you replace this 16 with 4 squared. That y would still be there. You can put it here, you can put it here, it doesn't matter. It's just in the exponent still. And what happens is that now the bases match. And from up here, what do you get to do when the bases match? Those cancel out, and the only thing you have left is 2y. Here, 15, what is the base? That's right, it's 3. Does anyone else get like Dora the Explorer vibes off of what I'm doing? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but the base is 3. The other base is already 3. Turns out you were already kind of at this step over there. They're already the same, so they already would cancel, and your answer is A. Hooray! Get it? Hooray! I'm trying to keep myself entertained. Okay, 16, moving on. 16, it's good to, at the start of this problem, just think about what type of number your answer is going to be. That way you can get that out of the way. For instance, the base here is a 3, so you will need to change this into a 3. So it's useful to remember what type of exponents make things fractions. So give you a second to think what type of exponents make fractions. Because the answer to that is negative exponents. Negative exponents make things into fractions, meaning your answer is 100% going to be a negative number. So already I can just write down a negative sign here for whatever my answer is going to be. Next up, you have to find out 3 to some power is 243. So I'm going to start log base 3 of 3 to the something. And it's 3 to the negative something. We already covered that. So 3 to what power is 243? A lot of people will just go, oh my God, that's such a big number. I give up. Why, Mr. Anderson? Why can't I use a calculator? You're so evil, blah, blah, blah. Suck it up. All right. Let's find out what the answer is. I'm going to use red. 3. What is 3 times 3? It is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. From there, you should be fine. 27 times 3. Most of you can figure it out if you think hard enough what 27 times 3 is. But realistically, all you have to know is 27 times 3. Is that believably 243? Not really. 27 times 3 is not going to be that. It turns out to be 81. And then you'd have to multiply that by 3 again, which, oh my God, Mr. Anderson, 81 times 3, I don't know that. Well, once again, you don't really have to know what it is, because you can guess the right answer. Is 81 times 3 believably 243? And the answer to that should be yes. It is believably that, because 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 times 8 is 24. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 3, 9, 27, 81, 243. So 3 to the 5th power is going to be that. So since 3 to the 5th power is 243, 3 to the negative 5th power is 1 over 243, which means finally these logs can cancel, and my answer is going to be negative 5. Boom. Number 17, expand. Okay, so expand means you're not going to get an answer or anything. You're just going to separate it. And there's 3 rules. Multiplication becomes addition. Division becomes subtraction. And exponents become coefficients. So here, there is no multiplication, there is no division, the only thing is this exponent. So this exponent is going to go in front. So your final answer is just going to be 2 times log base 3 of y, and that's it. That is expanded. Exponents become coefficients. In this next one, this is division. Division becomes subtraction. So you'll have log base 6 of x. Division becomes subtraction, so minus log base 6 of 9. Whatever this base is, that's just going to be the basis of your answer. And then instead of x divided by 9, it's x minus 9. But expanding does mean to get bigger. So instead of 1 log, it's 2 logs. And this next one, you have two things again, an x and a y. So you're going to have two logs again, a log of x and a log of y. These are being multiplied. So I would have the natural log of x to the 8th plus the natural log of y to the 9th, like so, because multiplication becomes addition. But these also have exponents, and the exponents can go in front. So your final answer would be 8 times the natural log of x plus 9 times the natural log of y. Like that. And that is expanding. All right. Coming up on 11 minutes, so I'll just make a next video for the condensing. It's very similar to that, though, so I'll see you in a sec, or 7.